the legends of the sport on the front row, on the outside, next to somebody who's on his way to that already. Multi-time champion across many different disciplines. Donny Shatz on the outside, Tyler Courtney on the inside, Rico Abreu and Anthony Macri in row 2. Spencer Basin, Corey Eliason, Austin McCarl, Brad Sweet, Gio Scelzi, and Brady Bacon, the top 10. Here we go. Shane Stewart's Heartland of America Showdown, presented by Trackhouse Racing. The $50,000 jackpot hits in 30 laps. We're green at Lakeside.
Courtney the first to 1, but Shatz trying to look on the outside. Can't quite get it. And Rico Abreu strong down to the bottom, and a slider on Shatz for second.
Big move from Rico. Shatz crosses it back over, tries to at least, but Rico pedals through the middle, able to hold Donny off down the back straightaway to go to second. Track position early here going to be important before the racetrack changes too much. Tyler Courtney out in front comfortably. Rico to second, Donny to third, Baston fourth, Andy Macri runs fifth. Good race on your screen here. Baston on the move. Donny Shatz falling backwards here. Baston goes to third. Donny's back to fourth. Macri fifth. David Gravel runs in the 6th spot.
Starting to sort its way out now. Sort itself out back in the field. About half the field running the high side, and the other half running the bottom, as Baston now makes the move on Rico Abreu for second, and he's got it.
And you got to get to the bottom here. You got to hit your marks early on the bottom groove. If you don't, that's why you're going backwards. Rico misses it there, allows Shatz to close in on him. This is the race for third with Shatz on the bottom. The CarQuest Ford Performance 15 and Rico on the outside in the white 24. Tyler Courtney all by himself out front, bobbled there off the exit of 4, but he is long gone over Spencer Mason in second.
Yeah, Courtney's got to love the fact that they're battling behind him for position, because that just slows them down and allows him clear air without challenge and a chance to widen that lead, and he's doing just that.
Race for third on the left side of your screen. Donny Shatz, Rico Abreu, and David Gravel. Shatz has it, then Rico, then Gravel. Gio Scelzi runs in the 6th spot, a little ways back of this battle. Rico's made the top side work once again, down in 1 and 2. He goes back to third. Donny going to stick to the bottom here through 3 and 4, but the top side working for Rico. He goes back around Shatz.
And if you go back up to the front of the field, and you'll see Tyler Courtney now is going to start getting into lap traffic, and that's going to be a challenge for him. And we've got a couple of gone around and some contact in turn 4. Courtney barely misses it.
Boy, Connor Morrell involved in that one. I think Ian Matson is the other one, and Scott Boguski, the car that spun right in front of race leader Tyler Courtney, who was just getting ready to be in traffic for the first time all night.
I like this opportunity, Dylan. I like this option that the drivers have to make this decision. It does add an extra wrinkle, and that's what Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson wanted. They wanted to do some different things with this series, and you know, not make it the same old thing. Give everybody an opportunity to put a little more excitement, make a decision, a little more strategy play, and we're seeing that come to fruition right here.
We're going to get a first-hand look at it right here. That cone that was just placed on the front straightaway. That's it. That's the choose cone. So if you go inside towards the infield, you're starting on the inside lane. If you go to the outside, you're starting on the outside. And what's Baston going to do here? He looked like he was going to the inside, faked at the outside, and that's what he chose. Rico did too. So second and third go to the outside. Courtney sticks with the bottom. And Donny Shatz, who is fourth in the running order, going to choose the inside lane behind Tyler Courtney. Connor Morrell stopped over here at the exit of 4. I think they're trying to figure out if thing is straight enough to drive or not, but it looks like he's taken his gloves off, so front wing is knocked flat, and looked like maybe the front end was banged up a little bit too. So tough break for him. He's been impressive tonight. And they are actually going to push him back off, it looks like, maybe. So just a little bit of damage to the front wing, and indeed the 2MD refires. So good for Connor Morell. He'll tag the back here. 8 laps scored, lights out. And we'll go green this time by. Again, with Tyler Courtney, the race leader, Spencer Baston on his outside. Rico Abreu has scored 3rd, but he'll restart 2nd lane outside. Donny Shatz to his inside is scored 4th right now. But it's a race to turn 1. Courtney's on the gas first. Baston tucks back in line. Rico working on the high side, roars right around Spencer Baston.
Wow.
That's why he wanted to start up top. Gave him a great burst of momentum, and can he get going before Sunshine really gets going? Battle for the lead into turn number 1. Rico to the high side. Courtney tried to fade him up the racetrack. Can Rico get there? He does. Rico Abreu to the lead down the back straightaway as we come to 20 to go.
And Courtney bobbled a little bit there in turn 4 on the bottom, and now Courtney's going to go to the top, try to gain some of that speed that Rico Abreu showed up there.
The downside of being the leader is the guys behind you are always willing to try something to get around you, and Rico showed everybody that the top side is still there when the bottom has been the favored line in the early part of this feature. So Courtney to 2nd, Baston to 3rd. Race for 4th, Donny Shatz inside in the blue and white 15. David Gravel up top, taps the brake, turns it down the hill, crosses Donny back over, and goes back to the 4th spot at the line.
Giovanni Scelzi trying to get into the mix as well with Donny Shatz running up top. If Shatz bobbles, Scelzi is right there, and he's got company with the 88 of Austin McCarl.
So interesting how the racing group has just shifted. As soon as Rico went up there and got the top cleaned off, everybody through the top 10 has bailed on the bottom. Trouble turn 2, right in front of the leaders again. Brady Bacon is 1, and Hunter Schoenberg the other car.
Boy, Dylan, a couple of times the leaders have been so close to getting caught up in somebody else's mess.
Brady Bacon at the top side of the racetrack, and Hunter Schoenberg spun around at the bottom. Where do you go when you know the top side is way better? And see, this is why it's interesting. Rico just blew by Sunshine on the top, but went to the bottom there. I think just because there's a little more moisture and grip maybe on the very bottom at low speed coming off the corner. So it's all about getting a good restart. You beat Courtney to turn number 1. You maybe have got a little bit more momentum built up because he's in the middle and maybe spinning his tires in the slick.
And keep an eye on Baston on the outside of that 2nd row. He has shown good speed, and he has run the top well tonight.
Yeah, and if Rico and Sunshine get to battling and leave a lane for Baston, you know he'll put his foot in it and kick that door down. Back to green with 16 to go. Rico did exactly what he wanted to do. Got the jump, beat Courtney to the top in turn 1 and 2. Gaps him by a little bit down the back straightaway. Baston racing Gio Scelzi for 3rd down the backstretch. Baston gave him a lane. Gio wasn't able to capitalize on it, but now he goes to the bottom, 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Austin McCarl out of nowhere, feeling racy, rolling around the bottom in that 88 car. He's challenging Baston, Gravel, and Gio Scelzi for the bottom step on the podium here.
Boy, Scelzi is being able to put that bright orange car wherever he wants it, whether it's the bottom or the top. He has been able to put it there, and now McCarl's giving him a challenge. Well, a couple of strong ones right there running 3rd and 4th.
David Gravel goes to the bottom here in this race for the 5th spot. Down the front straightaway. Laps clicking away. Down to 13 to go for Rico Abreu. Tyler Courtney not close enough without any sort of challenge. About the same distance back to 3rd place, Gio Scelzi.
Well, that's just what we talked about, Dylan. Getting out front in that clean air, and that's going to be huge for Rico as Tyler Courtney tries to chase him down. But Rico still got about a quarter of a track before he gets into any lap traffic, so he's going to be clean for another couple of laps or so.
We'll come to 11 laps to go, and if they do reach that lap traffic, does that change anything? Is Courtney in the catbird seat here if Rico gets botched up trying to move around the slower traffic? Brett Marks dives into the infield, smoke trailing out of the back of the 19M car. Here's 10 to go for Rico. Sunshine is closing.
Yeah, he sure has. He picked up about a 1/10 and a half that time, did Courtney on Rico Abreu.
Gio Scelzi, Austin McCarl, 3rd and 4th. They're all around the top side. David Gravel rides in 5th. Lap cars on the bottom groove, not impeding the race leader's line here at the top. Connor Borrell, the first car to go a lap down. Tim Estenson will also go a lap down here. He's next in line for Rico.
Courtney had a pretty good wiggle off of 2 that time, so he didn't gain the advantage that he was hoping to off of turn 2.
Now he comes across still in 2nd, and he dropped about a 1/2 that lap. So Rico stretches it out.
Great race for 3rd. Once again, Gio Scelzi, Austin McCarl at the very bottom of the racetrack. Gonna throw a big slider on Gio, but left him a lane to drive around the top side. Gio took advantage of it. He holds on to the 3rd spot. Lap traffic kind of impeding what Austin McCarl wanted to do maybe there. Now here's Gio. Sunshine slid through the middle. Gio running him down the backstretch in the race for 2nd. Strikes while he can. Slider for 2nd. Gio Scelzi up to the cushion. Courtney turns it down the hill, but Gio catches the moisture, slams the door on Courtney, and goes to 2nd.
Well, what a great battle, and Courtney almost lost it there going into 2 and coming off, and he's just lost another position. This one to McCarl. Scelzi into that 2nd spot chasing Rico Abreu, but it's a pretty significant advantage, 1.9 seconds for Abreu.
Courtney's got some sort of problem on the bottom of the racetrack. He moved back up in 1 and 2, and now we got one slow. It's Chase Randall right in front of Rico Abreu, who was sliding up to him and missed him barely. Boy, another close call for the leaders in slower traffic, and Rico's got a flat right rear. Oh, the race leader, Rico Abreu, with a flat right rear tire.
Oh, the drama for $50,000 and the lead with 5 to go, and now you've got a flat right rear for Rico Abreu. What a heartbreak.
And I wonder if that was what caused him to slide up that close to Chase Randall when Randall was slowing. You can see it's down on the 24. What a heartbreak.
And remember, because we're under 10 laps to go, Dylan, the restart will be single file, so that'll give that lead car a little bit of more of an advantage on the restart this time, and that lead car is going to be Gio Scelzi.
Watching a replay on Flow here of Rico sliding up to Chase Randall. I don't think they made contact or anything like that, but I think that tire was going down on Rico before that yellow. Gosh. How about this? Gio Scelzi going after another big-time win in a young career. And Austin McCarl comes in here. Knoxville track champion from a few years ago. Of course, son of the legendary Terry McCarl. And he has got a shot to come in here and spoil all the fun for these big, super powerhouse sprint car teams and walk away potentially with $50,000.
And remember, it's $20,000 to finish 2nd, $10,000 to finish 3rd. I mean, that's more than most races pay you to win, but I guarantee you, McCarl and Courtney, who currently run 2nd and 3rd, they ain't thinking about runner-up money.
And let's see what Courtney's got here, because he was struggling before that yellow. 5 laps to go for $50,000. Gio Scelzi, Austin McCarl, Tyler Courtney, David Gravel, your top 4. Down the hill we go, green flag. Carson Macedo runs 5th as well from the back. Battle for the lead. Here's Austin McCarl to the inside of Gio Scelzi. Gio kept his foot in the throttle, cleared him down the backstretch. McCarl comes back again. Short slider across the nose of Gio. Gio crosses him over, 4 to go.
And that just brings Courtney back into the mix a little bit closer as well. So the 3 of them are so tight, but Scelzi continues to hold the lead.
Everybody's around the top side except Carson Macedo, who runs 5th. He's challenging David Gravel for the 4th spot. Tyler Courtney moves down there as well. 3 to go for Gio.
Courtney running it deep, trying to get that 2nd spot. Gets it from McCarl.
What can Courtney do? Can he get wound back up? He doesn't need McCarl to keep sliding him like that. Gio does, though. He's away with the lead. Now it's a 3-man race for the 2nd spot as Carson Macedo tries to shove his nose in there. McCarl slides Courtney for 2nd. 3-car race for the runner-up spot, and a $20,000 payday for 2nd as the white flag flies for Gio Scelzi. What a race, but all of this battling behind Gio is allowing him to get away. Carson Macedo started outside of row 11. He's moved to the second spot. David Gravel's third, but it's all about hot sauce. Gio Scelzi out of turn number 4. No, we go yellow. Debris in turn 4. Oh, my word.
Oh.
There's a cone in turn 4.
There seems to be a little bit of a dispute as to whether or not the checkers had come out before the caution flew, and the flagman says he did not throw the checkered flag. Hey, we're starting to get into a little bit of a fuel situation here, Dylan, so keep our eye. Boy, wouldn't that be just another
it's
bit of drama.
57 laps before the required fuel stop. Boy, just when you think it can't get any more exciting. Folks, Carson Macedo runs second right now. He started 22nd.
I'd say he's the hard charger.
He is on the move, and he's been on the bottom when everybody else has been pounding the fence down all the way around here. He has just been picking them off, and Gio is going to have his hands full here. Green, white, checkered. Gio Scelzi, Carson Macedo, Tyler Courtney, David Gravel, Austin McCarl, the top 5. Kyle Larson runs 6th. Here we go, coming back to the green. Scelzi on the gas, green flag.
Macedo down to the bottom trying to get a good run off of 2 to challenge Scelzi, but it doesn't happen. And now Courtney getting into the mix, running atop, looking for a second on Macedo.
White flag for Gio Scelzi, heartbreak for Austin McCarl. He's off the pace on the back straightaway. Battle for second, Macedo to the inside of Tyler Courtney. They are not close enough down the back straightaway though. Through 3 and out of turn number 4, Macedo rolls the bottom, but he's not gonna get there. $50,000 to Gio Scelzi.
Macedo second and Tyler Courtney third. David Gravel and then Kyle Larson all the way up to 5th.
What a race. Macedo gave it all he had and was just a couple laps short. But the big money is headed to KCP Racing and Fresno, California's Giovanni Scelzi.
He parks it down here on the front straightaway. The helmet is already off. Ladies and gentlemen, $50,000 man. Giovanni Scelzi is in victory lane. Shane Stewart is down here congratulating the driver out of Fresno, California. He's going to climb up on top for all you race fans. Giovanni Scelzi, $50,000 here in the High Limit Series. We'll let Gio get on down. And Gio, why don't you come join me up here on stage? We got to get you in front of all the race fans here. We got this nice check for you, $50,000. First of all, how does that sound? 50 G's here in the High Limit Opener.
Oh my God, that's the most money I've ever won in my life. I need to find a casino quick. It's where I can spend this as soon as possible. But oh my God, this is so cool, man. I just the restart rule really confused me at driver's meeting, and I went back up to Tommy and I was like, the first 4 cars in front of me pick the top. I can pick the bottom and go up there. They're like, yep. I was like, wow, couldn't believe that actually worked out. So, man, that's awesome. My car was unbelievable. I just, I thought I would have won the race there off 4 when the cone was out there. I was hoping the checker would fly, but the middle was so good. You could just bomb the center of the corner. But hats off to my guys, man. This is incredible. I got so many sponsors here. My baby niece, Giada, was born tonight, so she'll get this big trophy with her birthday on it.
Talk to me about when you saw Rico Abreu with the flat tire at the caution. The door's wide open. What's rolling through your mind knowing that you got to at least get one more restart out of this thing to take the checkered flag?
Man, you know, when you're in second, I didn't know if he would block or what. I was kind of trying to think of what I'd do restart in second, and then I saw he had a flat with Randall or whatever happened there, and I knew a bomb was coming in 1 and 2, and Austin races me really clean. He could have closed the door both times off of 2 and off of 4, and he left me room. So that says a lot about me and him. And you can race hard and not touch anybody.
How much fun, though, did you have throwing bombs down here in 1 and 2, 3 and 4? I mean, this is what a way to open the High Limit Series.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for a better racetrack than this, truly. I was worried after hot laps when it was blowing dust, but they tilled it up before the feature with a top and a bottom and a middle. I can't say enough about this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's $50,000 richer. Donny Shatz wins at Lakeside. We'll climb on down here and visit our second place finisher, Carson Macedo. I don't know where he may have gone to. Oh, he's back by his race car. Come over here, Carson. You had to work hard for that P2 finish. 22nd to second, hard charger award. Walk me through just how you methodically marched your way through the field from that far back.
Yeah, I mean, my race car was really incredible there. We, fought all night to get our balance better, and I feel like Philip Dietz, Clyde Knipp, Nate Revis did an incredible job there. I mean, I could really rotate the bottom nice, and the choose cone restarts were helping me a lot. Everybody in front of me was kind of choosing the bottom, and I could start on the top and get just enough of a run to kind of open up my entry into 1 and get off of 2 really nice. And that's where I picked off. I felt like the majority of my cars there on the bottom, and then just a few guys kind of moved out of my way down there, and it opened up doors, and I was able to rotate down there really nice and get off the exits, really, really well. So happy with that run. I feel like, when the caution came out, I'm sure Gio was super upset. I would have been too if I was him, but I was pretty excited that it came out, and but it took me a lap or 2 to really get going down there. I felt like I'd kind of get tight, and then all of a sudden I'd start rotating again, and I needed maybe like a 5-lap dash to the finish there. But nevertheless, the 18 car did a really good job. He obviously earned that one. Big race, a lot of cars here. For how our night started, it feels good to march up through the field like that and put together a really strong run for this JJR team. I feel like, my guys never quit, and that's the name of the game. So, thank you to Dennis Albaugh, Tom Arlton and Son, Complete Parts and Equipment, Mesilla Valley Transportation, the Sage family, Bolts family, Liquid Trucking, Maxim Chassis, Factory Cane Shocks, Kistler Engines, High Performance Lubricants, Myers Constructors, Tiger Towing, Banning Associates, just a lot of good people. I know Phil Durst is here tonight with Durst Incorporated. He's a really good guy, supports this series a lot. Great to see it packed on a Tuesday night. Hopefully everybody on Flow enjoyed that show, and we can do it again sometime soon.
Nice job. Carson Macedo comes home second from 22nd. And heartbreak for Sunshine. Tyler Courtney comes home in the 3rd position. A dominant car all day long, but walk me through what happened to your race car, especially once you lost the lead to Rico.
I think the race car was fine. My boys did a great job all night. I knew I wasn't going to beat him following him, and I tried to cut across the middle and just flat missed it. And then that let Gio by, and you start racing those guys, and then Rico gets ahead, and then I feel like we still had a really good National Drink Z-Max car, but yeah, I think I tried to go do a move to win the race a little bit too early and just flat messed it up. So hate it for my guys. We had a great car all night, but saw our 3rd race back out after about a month off. So we had a great weekend overall, and it's a good start to our high limits season as well. So we'll go to Attica next week and start our all-star season and try to keep momentum rolling.
So far, a couple love the choose cone. What do you think about it? You think it's a neat idea? Obviously, it can help or hurt depending on the situation.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea to just change something up, and yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on the driver to make the right decision. And sometimes you might have thought you made the wrong decision, but might luck into something. And I think it's a great addition to something new. And this is a kind of a new era, sprint car racing, and just that's obviously something new that they've done different to just try and change it up a little bit. And I think so far tonight, I think Matt, Gio's car owner, said that they kind of benefited from one of those choose cone things. So yeah, I think it's definitely something that's going to be interesting come the rest of the season. Solid
start to High Limit Series for Tyler Courtney. He comes home in the 3rd spot. That is your podium, folks. High Limit Series race number 1 in the books. What a way to kickstart it. Back upstairs to Dylan and Vince.
Thanks, Chris, and great work down there all night.